Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. We have a content by request from Big Perks. He wants to know if I can do it all over, what age would I have kids? I'm gonna answer this from a couple standpoints, but you gotta realize the situation that I'm in currently, and a lot of people gonna be in that situation. But not everybody. It's, your generation, you never know. The women might return back to what they need to be, some of them. Instead of all this talking crazy, the men acting masculine, using the police as bodyguard, trying to get money, using guys for money, they might go back. But so I'm going to give you a couple ways to look at this. Number one, I don't know if I would. And you gotta realize it's because of my current situation. Like how my girls is like I've been around them their whole life. And yeah, I work a lot, but who doesn't? I still see them every day. Some born, some every day of their whole entire lives. And now, because of whatever she got going, like I'm a scale back even talking about her at this point. I'm only gonna mention things to help people. At this point, what she did don't matter. It's already a wrap. But I don't know if I would, especially if I could see into the future and see what I'm dealing with right now. Milwaukee is a dangerous city, and they refusing to move, basically. They're refusing to move, which means that I could do one or two things. Or, no, I wouldn't say they refusing to move. They want me, the man, the head of the house, to defer to them. This is why stuff don't work in a lot of families, man. Because y'all just don't, people is not used to having a man around. Like a real man, like a dude like me, like not no little passive, little simpy wimp, but a man is gonna take charge. Because when you take charge, you ain't gonna always have control over everything. You gonna have some failures, you gonna have some luck, but people don't understand that. They don't understand that when you make decisions as a man, you're not gonna always win. Because my decisions is based on what I know about myself, too. You can't ask somebody to stay on the job where they're going to end up breaking somebody's jaw. And it wasn't, like my last job, I would say it wasn't like that with the supervisors and stuff. That's just how they are. Everybody in the county know about that place. They don't do things right. And like they be having little personal gripes with each other. So they'll be training you how to do something one way, and it'd be something totally different. But she told me that I shouldn't quit that job. So basically, the captain ridiculed me like I'm weak for doing it how they train us to do it. But I should have stayed there. That's the stuff you deal with women, Big Perks. When you start having kids with them, when you start marrying them. That's why I say, I don't know if I would. If I could see into the future. But, let's say I did. You straight, you got your money, you done already saved up a lot of money. You really got enough money to have kids. But the dangerous part about it is these women switch up after you had kids with them. I would say percentage-wise, 98%. The only ones that probably don't is the ones that's exceptional unicorn, like at the cream of the crop women. All the rest of them, they're going to get more moody, they're going to get more selfish, they're going to get more emotional, they're going to gain leverage on you. Everything is your fault. Some of them won't hold themselves accountable. You try to talk to them. I don't want to talk about this right now. You're trying to argue. I'm telling you, man. But then when they talking, I need you to do this. You should do that. Do that. You ain't no effing man. You not no man. I don't care if you go buy 10 of them. Long ones, 13 inches at the store. You still never be a man. I don't care if you trib until you can't trib. Till you trib one of your vag lips off. You still ain't gonna never be no man. The fact of how many women are going for women just shows you that they don't know what a man should be or what a man is. It could be something that happened to them when they was 8 and they holding it against all men and they 38. It's been 30 years. You supposed to have that under control. And that's another thing. I'm gonna get into a lot of things that you gonna face trying to have kids in today's world, man. I done already accepted the reality that it's possible that I might not be a grandfather, and I'm okay with it. And because I don't want no woman having kids with my sons or my daughters, men with my daughters, that's not gonna treat them right. And right, with my daughters, right is being a leader. You don't have to hit women to lead them. If you gotta hit them, then you hit the wrong one. You shouldn't be hitting them. You break up with any woman that you feel like you gotta put your hands on her to get her to act right. That's one worth dumping. She done talk hella crap to me through the year. I ain't never put my hands on her. And never will. Long, if she get with Mr. Tough Guy and I'm whooping him, she better not help him. Because that might be the first time. I'm not going to let no woman slide just trying to help a man fight me. Or shoot. They'll get shot too. That's the only time. I'm not, other than that, I can just ignore anything they do. As long as they not helping nobody fight me. That's all I'm saying. Cause I got them things, man. Hey, listen. Not tooting my own horn. But I still got them. I work on them. I work on my blocks. I work on my moves. I keep my body fluid where if I get to wrestling, tussling with somebody, you know. So, but look, here's a suggestion. Suggestion number 1. You meet a girl, you don't tell her none of your plans. You meet a girl and it's working out for you. You give her a couple years to show you her true color. If she even flirt with a guy once, if she show any interest in these other guys, don't have no kids with her. She ain't the one. If she show any type of interest in other guys, because see, here's what happens. Down the line, who's to say how long it's going to take her for it to really get to the top of the surface? You'll be trying to make a life with her, and then 20 years in, she unhappy. She want a divorce. That's how it be. So, but let's say she checking all the boxes. You've been with her 3-4 years. And you want kids. Like, you want kids. It's going to come down to how bad you want kids. Because you got to understand something with kids. Y'all break up. She going to be using them against you. Like, you going to be trying to check up on your kids. And if you got one of them grudge holding broads, she ain't gonna be answering the phone. Now you can't even hear from your kid. You can't check up on your kid. But if she check all the boxes, about 3, 4 years, 5, just be patient. You got all the time in the world. People 50 having kids. You just take care of yourself. But you say, I'll tell you what, man. If you gonna do it, don't do it in less than 3 years. Give yourself time to see how she really get down. And don't tell her. Just ask her like when you're talking, man, if you don't already know. What do you think about having kids? But don't tell her your plan. Just say, I do one day. But don't let no woman see your eagerness to have kids, because they'll play that against you. I'm telling you. Like, you gotta be the type. If she act a complete fool, you be like, F you and them kids. And then you tell your kids what happened. Like, man, I just can't deal with her at all. She getting in the way. Some dudes have to do that. Hopefully you won't be one of them. I done seen dudes do it. Chick always playing game, won't let him see his kid, not answering the phone. He like, all right, just had dude made another family. I forgot who was talking about that. He made another family, took her leverage right away from her. She trying to turn the kids against him. He just made another family, man. To deal with these women, you can't care about money. But I see you care about money, Big Perk. You very responsible with it. So you got to be very, very responsible. You got to be more responsible with your nut even than you are with your money. Don't go in none of these chicks bareback. None of them. None of them. If they ain't your wife, if they ain't a bona fide concubine, don't go in none of them bareback. Always use condoms, man. Learn how to get yours with a condom on. When you get with that one or two down the line, you still got to be careful, because these chicks are slutty. A dude can talk any one of them out of their draw. I ain't trying to hear none of them. The right dude can talk any one of these women out of their draw. And she'll be denying you sex, but then the next dude will hit her in the first week. Probably the first day. Because this is how it is. When a woman is resentful towards you, remember, they got to have a master. The Most High created them to have a master. I'm going to talk about that. When she resentful towards you, she going to be sympathetic and easy towards somebody else. All dude got to do is be looking right, talking right, and presenting money right. And she going to be easy peasy. I don't trust none of them. I'm going to let you know that. This experience that I had was necessary. It's difficult, but it was necessary, because it showed me that some of the things that I thought about women when I was young, I was right. But it also showed me how I need to be and how I need to move with women now. And that's why I say always use protection. Make sure your whole entire area is covered up. And go clean yourself immediately when you're done. And put some silky drawers on or something. So if she got something and y'all doing all this, you won't get it. Cover your whole area up with drawers when you're done. So, money-wise. Get your money and do not tell no woman that you not married to what you got. These women be setting dudes up. They're evil, man. They're evil. This just a fact. This ain't nothing. This ain't holding no grudge against them. This ain't no red pill red. This the facts, man. Just look around. Look how people is getting dead by these women. Look at P. Diddy. He did some demonstrative stuff, but he wasn't partying by himself. When you having a party, all you could do is invite people. They come or they don't come. People act like he made these people do this stuff. He didn't make none of them, including Cassie. I'm the truth, man. I'm going to give you the whole truth. When they saw how he was, they should have stopped dealing with him right then and there. But people love money. The money and the appearance of money make these women sluts. Some women, you got a Benz, you got money, you got some nice, they gonna do. I'm not trying to hear none of them. Oh, I'm not that kind of person. You gonna drop them draws. Yes, you are. Let's talk about married women. Any woman that will not submit to her husband will not willingly and desirably have sex with her husband. If she's holding any type of grudge against him whatsoever because of his financial situation, she is going to be a slut for that dude that's looking right and got his money right. He gonna smash her like she ain't nothing. And then he gonna disappear. He could care less about what's going on in her marriage. And here she come back to that husband with all her demands because dude played her. So with your money, get your money and don't tell these women. I would say once you hit that 100, 125, now as long as you keep going up, you got the money to deflect off of a child support situation. You do. You do, but again, man, you want to know how these women is before you start having kids with them. You can never fully know them, but you got to have the right hunch. Age-wise, that's not even a factor because right now, I would say no. It's a no. Just keep working out, keep taking care of yourself, and wait until you don't let no woman, don't trust no woman that's pushing marriage and kids. If she give you an ultimatum, give her one warning, like this is my decision to make. Do not try to pressure me. If you want to break up with me because I'm not ready to get married right now, then go ahead. That's how you do them. If she break up with you, no circling back. Man, look, let me show you. Well, you know how to do it. I know you be jacking. Every man jacking, or should. If she trying to, well, I'm gone. Yep. I got a lot of memories. You could use your memories when you bang her. I wouldn't, though, because that's going to make you want to bang her again. So don't think about her. Don't think about her. I wouldn't even think about women that you see on, like, around. All right, listen, look. Think about computer images. They don't like that jagging stuff because it takes their power away. It takes their power away. This is why church dudes, sanctimonious dudes ain't got no power. They woman is bullying them practically because they think that is so evil to jag. Yeah, okay. You could think what you want. I know the Most High, look, I know what he goes by. I know what he looks at. The Most High knew you was going to want to bang. He knew you was going to want to take these women to Collapse City, USA. He knew it. So, age-wise, I would say now it's a no. No. You 24, you said? Man, I had my first kid at 25. And I fought my heart out to stay in the picture. A lot of stuff was going on. But I said, man, I ain't going nowhere while my son's young. Women get disrespectful, man. And the dangerous part about it is they can't see it. All they can see is what they think you are or not. They can't see their own behavior, man. That's why if you never stay married and never get married to a woman who won't hold herself accountable and who won't let you hold her accountable. I'm telling you. She gonna practically ridicule you. She gonna control you. Because every time y'all have to discuss something, she gonna shut down. And that's gonna piss you all the way off. Some dudes gonna go cheat. Other dudes who knows? That's the worst. That's one of the worst. Other than if she has sex with another man, that's the worst. She wants to have sex with another man is the second worst. But in that top 5 or 10 is when they don't want to hold themselves accountable and they don't want you to hold them accountable. That's disrespectful for a woman not to allow, because you can't make nobody do nothing. They'll take you right to jail. Just ask R. Kelly. You allow you to hold them accountable. If you got a girl that's cool, you've been with her for a while now, give it a couple more years. Check her phone a couple times. She accuse you, be like, give me your phone. Give me your phone. If she won't, tell her, stop accusing me then. You got stuff you hiding. If you wasn't hiding nothing, you would have gave me your phone. You sassy. You drunk. Look, say them names. Say them names for a second. I already know what I am. I don't need you to tell me what I am. I already know what I am. And I'm not sassy. I'm just a dude that's going to stand on top of you. I'm the king of the mountain. That's why you ever watch them biblical movies. I'm finna show y'all something. This is deep. You ever watch them biblical movies? And when it's time for them to be around women, what were the women doing? Entertaining. Entertaining. But what do women do now? I'm not having sex with you. I think of that. Shut the these women today done flip the tables. That's why they getting judged. The universe is judging them. A lot of these women can't even get a date. And they sexy as I don't know what. I be looking at some of them like, whoa. Can't even get a date. Can't get a commitment. Because dudes done wised up. But like I say, if you watch any biblical movie, go watch any movie that show King Herod or any kings. There's a biblical movie. You're going to see when the women come in, they're going to be seductive. Now these women don't even want you to look at them. Unless you're 6'5", 225, 3% body fat, got a Lambo. But then they Michelin tire girls. Shaped like a refrigerator. Flat as a finch. You ain't got no curve. You like a cartoon character drawn by somebody that can't draw. But I need my man. Shut the Don't do it. Don't do it. No cussing today. I need my man. Let's go get a test. Let's go get the panels done. Why we need to go get panels done? Don't you trust me? Why you on defense? Why you on defense? All I want to see is if you got something or not. We'll tell the doctor to give you my papers and give me yours. Nah, I'm not doing that. I call them out their name right then and there. Like, if you don't get you think you finna give me some stuff? All you gotta do is ask them about that body count in them panels. And a lot of them, especially they got a bunch of tattoos and that thing right here. Oh yeah, she got some slime. Some of them got that slime. And listen, let me say this to you, lady. If you got that slime, shut the hell up. We don't want to hear nothing from you until you ain't got no STIs. Nothing. How are you even talking and you got STIs? So we'll eliminate all the women from all panels and everything if you got STIs. Shut the F up. You the problem. Nobody want to hear about. And then you got Sheba 7 telling a bunch of STI riddled women how to treat men. She a grifter. Y'all should know that by now. She grifting. You think she's a godly woman? Breaking up homes? Me, I ain't gonna lie, I'm breaking them up too. But I'm breaking up the ones that need to break up. And the rest of them, I already know I've been saving marriages. People be telling me. Because I be telling these women, look, you need to ignore them dudes at your church because you ain't supposed to be, your husband is still alive. If you try to leave him and get with them, you might well not even go to church no more. Because you're going to be in sin. Read your Bible. And it's not going to change. Because sacrifices, once a sacrifice is made, it's done. You can't keep sacrificing the same bull. That's where a lot of y'all going to come up short. I don't know. Hey, I'll be like, hey, Mosai, listen. All right, you know, I'm trying. You know, I know I can't. Stay humble. Humility is the key that unlocks the gates of heaven. It's two locks. Humility. Okay, that door open. Faith. Yep, I'm in. Faith, not in man-made stuff. When I believe on the Most High, I believe on Him as the Most High. Because I don't know, I know a lot, but I don't know everything that's false. I'm learning. He showed me as I go. But hey, listen, some of the stuff that I get called a false prophet, I know the Most High to show me the truth. So, back on subject. There's no age limit. There's no age minimum to having kids. I would say some of y'all, you probably never will. Don't rush it, because these women change. You got to realize they change when they have babies. So if she bad and fussy right now, if she's fussy and moody and all of that right now, do not have no kids with her. Kids is going to make it even worse. Not being held accountable, double standard. That double standard is important too. When you have kids with a woman, you don't want them to have no double standard. They're going to give you a hard time. A lot of these women be feminists. Marriage is not for feminists, man. You're going to end up divorced. You would have to literally become a male feminist just to even try to dwell with them. And you still ain't going to be good enough. Because feminism works against the scripture. But I hope that helps, man. I still ain't even dressed yet. I gotta go in here so I can get out here and work. But I hope that helps. Yeah. You're 24 now. You got a girl. I guess the question is, like, how long you been with your girl? And how have y'all gotten along? Because remember, they gonna act good in the beginning. But you gotta understand that when you marry them and start having kids with them, they not gonna act the same as they did. They not gonna be the person that you married. They say, well, you ain't the person. Oh. How much of it did you cost? How much of it did, look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. It's a few events and a few arguments away from not getting divorced and being a simp all over again. Let me explain this to you. It was things that was happening and things that were being said that they were upsetting, but they were waking me up. And so after a while, I was thinking about it. I like to punch myself in the face. I said, there it is right there. When all of that stuff was going on in the beginning, that was my sign. Because guess what was also going on? What was also going on was my exes. They were still, like one of my exes, she was still trying to be in the picture. Well, actually, two of them. She was like, so when I started going to church, she was like, where was all this at when you was with me? I'm thinking like, whoa, man, that messed me up. Because I'm thinking like, all right, I'm with her now. But man, that was impressive. She actually would have liked that me. These women like bad guys, but she was like, Why you ain't become no minister? Why you ain't do that when you was with me? I'm like, phew. I told her, I said, yeah, I already know I'm going to end up being a preacher, being a minister. Man, my stomach growling. I hope y'all don't hear that. Be careful who you do it with, man. Be careful, because some of these women, you try to have a baby with them, you probably not going to have no baby, and you going to have a disease. These women, I told y'all, they break dance. They fallopian tubes break dance. Dun, dun, dun. It's supposed to be standing there like this. But theirs like this. The chicks be 5'2", trying to have sex with a dude that's 6'4", with a 9, 10, 11-inch penis. Trust me, when you hit that bottom, a lot of time you doing damage on them. I done hit the bottom before. Yeah. Chick got the bleeding. Her little vag was just too little. You know, but you might hit the bottom on one, but the other one's like you walking through the hallway. You walking through the hallway. They all different. I'm like, you on your period? Why you bleeding like that? I don't know. I already had my. And so forth. And she had 2 kids. So you know what that means. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And a lot of women, it be like this too. When a woman is not into you, she's going to minimize everything about you. You can have a big penis, she's going to say it's small. You can have big dreams, she's going to say they're going to fail. You can have this is what you deal with them. Then the next chick be like, she said you were small? No. That's why when they get against you, F-U-C-K them. I don't got time for nobody that's against me. Yet alone a woman, she's supposed to be cheering for me like my cheerleader, my cheerleading squad. Your girls, your rotation is supposed to be your cheerleading squad. I don't know where people get off thinking, just like she told me that her family be calling her, like, you okay? He said this, he said that. I be wondering, like, have they ever stopped to think what you be saying? Did led to that? You supposed to get rid of all the women that don't cheerlead for you. Ain't nobody got time to fight. Hey man, these torpedoes coming fast and hard. The majority of men can't handle them. So what I look like going back and forth with a woman like that? I'm not, and you shouldn't. When you bust in a chick, these dudes, this how you know how nasty these guys is. These dudes ain't hitting on ish, and they ain't ish, and that includes some of the ones with money. When you bust in a woman, that's supposed to be love coming out. These dudes be busting in prostitutes, man. You ain't ish. I don't care how much money you got. You a piece of ish. You just one that got arms, leg, eyes. You a human piece of ish. That's supposed to be love coming out. You ain't supposed to be getting women pregnant on one night stand. First of all, why you going in a one night stand? You think she won't do that same thing with somebody else? And think about it now. A dude that'll go in raw, you gotta question if he has enough diseases or too many diseases where he don't even care. And now here you come going in there raw too? No. But I hope that answers the question. We got more videos to come. Stay tuned.